Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, come on.
Hey.
What up, what up, what up?
Happy Tuesday.
What up, what up, what up?
Yeah.
Hey!
Beow, beow, beow,
Hey,
beow,
better,
beow.
so
Wait. Oh, start video. Beow,
Better.
beow,
Come on
beow.
in. Come on in, boys. The water's warm.
What?
What's up?
Oh, happy Tuesday.
Yes.
Yes, I'm
indeed.
excited. What a cool. This is going to be really awesome and very unique, right?
Yeah.
Compared to what we've
else-
done so
what else
far,
is
I
it?
think.
I think
We've
very
got-
awesome and very unique is the new name of the show, Jax, based on what you
Welcome.
Well,
awesome and very,
Very
unique.
unique.
I still don't know anybody that's doing this. Everybody,
yeah, you
we are
do.
the Rat Pack.
Three of us.
JQ, GQ, Jackson, Paz. We come live every Tuesday night with a special guest, make a song. We've got an awesome guest tonight. Zeshan B. He's a badass. He's been all over the place. He's waiting in the wings. And what's up with you guys? How you doing?
I'm good. I'd say
How's everyone's gain doing? We had some gain issues last time. Everyone sounded good?
You know what? I changed a bunch of stuff while I was recording this week. Am I loud? Am I hot? Or am I good?
No,
you're
sound
good.
You're loud, hot, and good.
You're not really that loud. I mean, the gray kind of mutes.
Dude, Paz,
Kind of mutes
I've
everything.
been deaf for like 12 years, bro. I'm fucking loud as shit.
The Facebook room's already popping off. Don't forget to share the feed if you're on Facebook. Facebook has been doing as well, but it actually does us better if you watch us also on YouTube. So I'll put the YouTube link in the Facebook room. You can just have it playing in a separate tab and mute it.
Mute it and leave it on over there.
Yeah, we get our creds for that, so we would appreciate
Nice.
But hey, let's go into last week. We had an awesome show with Johnny Vincent, and the song came out great. Let's play a little piece of that, and then let's get our report card from the one and only Wheezy Jenkins, shall we?
Let's
that.
do
Yeah,
it.
so this is last week's song. We had John Vincent, the Chicago Sinatra jazz singer. He was great.
Here we go.
Paz, fellow former derelicts, call me B.O. A pastel, only if you not someone we know. Here we go, loud like Pacino. Smoke the Chiba, I'm a Libra, no lion, I'm not a Leo. JQ nasty, I make the beats. When I'm gassy, I shake the sheets. Voice is raspy, got achy feet, but my bassline's fatter than some bacon grease.
Jackie Doe, mediocre flow. Trophy husband, but the statue of the trophy's just my dick, though. Instead of that's what she said, we a nickel. Joey Bishop Talon and the looks of Don Rickles.
GQ when I used to get hella ripped. Word to big bird on the yellow tip. Now my only vice is a plate of nachos. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't that be nice? Cause the Rat Pack is here tonight, you'll have the time of your life.
No more day jobs and switched our name, cause retard in 2020 doesn't hit the same. As if music's not hard enough, I have to say, no one's ever made a cent on a rap cabaret.
It's a mystery to me, we get paid to flow with a history deep like De La Soul. Yo, Jay, yo, this beat, yo, way to go. With the minor keys, use a major pro.
I'm an ace with the drums. I jack all the melodies. Smell like Ben Gay, cause my back is killing me. Got TMJ and my hair's all gray, but I stay slinging funk like every day.
My nigga Jax ain't a nigga, but he's still my nigga. My homie G got me Molly, cause he off the liquor. Brother J ill with the beat, getting sicker. I'm a writer, not a biter like Tyson. Call me Jigga.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't that be nice? Cause the Rat Pack is here tonight, and you'll have the time of your life. Wait till the show is underway, and your glass is cold and wet. Wait till the Rat Pack gets to play. You ain't seen nothing yet.
That's enough of that.
Fun stuff.
It was a fun song. I had a real good time making it with y'all. And so without further ado, let us bring you. It's
last week's report card with Wheezy Jenkins. It's last week's report card. Last week's.
How many
many boat drinks.
It's last week's report card with Wheezy Jenkins. Last week's report card, 5 minutes with Wheezy.
LJ Boogie Stank.
That's the real banger. I'm gonna just let y'all know. Y'all don't know why y'all don't release that on SoundCloud. That's that shit. That's the lick right there.
That should be on SoundCloud.
It should be.
5 minutes.
I can't hear you, JQ. What you trying to say to me?
Jackson, you're muted, but start the timer.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot I was muted.
Ready?
Okay, Wheezy, we have a bunch of new people in the room, so this is the point of the show where we give Wheezy 5 minutes to tell us how we did last week, and I'm gonna start the timer right now.
It's LJ Boogie Stank. Okay, so just be respectful.
All right. All right.
I like this one.
LJ Boog stank.
You did?
I did. And you know what I wanted to say? I always can appreciate a song when it ends in laughter. Like that on track, we was just bullshitting. We had a good time. Like that. That early 2000 kind of R&B pop,
Yeah.
And you only know it happens when you get to the end of the song and you be like, oh, they was out there bullshitting. They had a good time. So I appreciated that. And it made me think about the fact that y'all are really influenced in all of these matters by a lot of that early 2000s or late 90s funktration. A lot of it is in here all throughout. And I like that.
All right. That's cool.
Glad you do.
I like that a lot.
Do you think it's too old school or what? Because the young bloods would potentially be like, y'all sound old.
I don't know. I think about that, but fuck them. They got enough shit to listen to. If they got a problem, so listen to it. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. But I was here for this. And that John, was that his name? James?
Johnny Vincent. Yeah, John.
Damn. Where y'all find him at?
Singing upstairs at Dicka's.
Right. I ain't never heard of. I ain't never been around him. That's a gem. He sounded like a sample.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He was maybe my favorite guest. I mean, y'all had some amazing folks, so I can't really say he was my absolute favorite, but he was fucking awesome and he just was in the pocket, just in the pocket, in the cut, up under. Oh, damn, look at that. On a switch.
Ooh, it's getting hot over there. It's getting hot over there, Weezy Jenkins.
LJ Boogie Stank, yo.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, that's what I knew it. I had a feeling about that stank tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know. What else can I say? I wanted to ask y'all, actually, do y'all feel like it's ever a time, because I really like that y'all did 3 different verses. That's a new one, too. I don't think I've noticed that y'all have done 3 verses a piece, even though y'all cheated and y'all did 2 bars, but still.
Well, so like your average song has 3 verses in it, 3 16s, and with a rap group with 4 people, that's hard to do.
Right.
So we've come up with this trick, which is we each write 3 4s, and then it comes out mathematically correct.
Okay, I like it. I liked how it flowed this time. But I was wondering, because y'all all had gems. I still don't know what the fuck you was talking about, GQ, with that goddamn Big Bird and Nacho and going to Mexico, wherever. But I fucks with it. And in the image of sheets shaking, I love funky shit like that. And Tyson and Jigga, I felt like that was a reference that I knew. I think I know what that was about. Do y'all ever feel like, oh, maybe I should save this one for another track, or I should save this for myself, or I should save this for another day? Or do you just have to go ahead and give it all you got every single time?
Yeah, we don't save shit.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, we usually come up with it either a few hours before or directly on the spot. So we
ain't no saving.
I mean, I tend to anything that I'm kind of saving for myself. Once we get in this process, if it just ends up on the page, then there it is.
Look at that! Look at that! That's some good shit. And I didn't want to leave you out, Jax. I just wanted to say to you, I am so proud of you. You are so much closer to the beat now. I remember those days.
I'm closer. I haven't quite hit it yet.
Yeah. Instead of like 1 and a 2 and it's still like 8, 9, 14, 15, 16. Continue. Like
man.
But it's a little bit closer. It's a little bit closer.
We used to be on the road and we would go out drinking and you would just make fun of me for dancing on the 1 and 3 and I would get so mad. I'd be like, this is not on the 1 and the 3, but I was on the 1 and the 3 the whole time.
Beautiful example, but it's getting there. It's getting closer, and you keep honing that in. It's gonna really tighten up, and it's not gonna fuck up the next person that go after you.
Wheezy Jenkins, oh my goodness, okay. I appreciate the support, the continued support.
So how many? Before we're out of time.
I actually have no boat drinks. I apologize. I have no boat drinks. I have, though, because of the vibe, the whole life of it, I have $5 martinis. Because them the shit.
Oh, right.
Oh.
We could change up the song next week for your review.
$5 martini.
Yeah, those are better than the $10, $20
$5 martinis.
That's a heavy pour. That's a heavy pour. That's a good pour. So I fucks with this one. $5 martinis all around.
I love it, Wheezy.
Wheezy, thanks for coming by. We love
you, girl.
And we'll see you next week.
Cheese says what up. Adrian Sanchez says what up, Wheezy.
Oh, cheese.
All right. Cheese. What's
cheese
up, Cheese? Peace out, Wheezy. Remember.
Last week's report card with Wheezy Jenkins. It's last week's report card. Last week's.
How many big drinks?
It's
5 martinis.
5 hard pour martinis.
Last week's report card.
$5.
Okay, I'm putting the link in the SoundCloud, or in the Facebook and the YouTube chat. If you guys want to hear last week's song, save that link. You can listen to it, our song with Johnny Vincent last week. But now,
that was a nice review.
Yeah, it was.
I'll take it. She said I was closer to the beat than I've ever been. Closer to the beat than I've ever been. I'll take that.
Closer to the beat. Closer to the beat. Anyone get the reference? Closer to the heart. You don't know that? Anyone?
Yeah.
Oh, but what I do know,
I can get it.
What I do know is
closer to the heart. Does anyone know it?
We got sauce. JQ, Jackson Pass. Take hip hop, get experimental. Tuesday nights at 8:30 Central. This week's special guest is Zeshan B. The rap pack, we got sauce. JQ, Jackson Boss. The rap pack, with that jive with special guest Zeshan B. On Tuesday Night Live.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, Kelsey, you got Rush, Kelsey. Yo.
Zeshan B, the man, the myth.
Get up in here.
There he is.
Yo!
There he is.
Hey! What is going on, brother? Jay, you got to unmute yourself. We can't hear you, Jay.
Virtually, I'd like to welcome you back to Chicago.
Oh.
I see the Chicago flag on the wall.
Yes, it's always in my heart. My kind of town.
Another Frank song this week, huh?
I was just going to say, I love that Sinatra personally, the vibe that you guys put on the, and I was thinking the same thing. Where did they get the singer? When you said he was singing upstairs at Ditka's, I'm okay, yeah, that like that's so it was so dope, dude. It was so fresh. Y'all like you struck such a chord in my heart. I've been listening to Sinatra so much as of like since COVID started, just because it just puts me in a good mood, you know. And so anyway, I just wanted to shout y'all out for that. That was
appreciate it.
No doubt.
Hey, Zeshan, let's talk about how we met. Actually, my dad introduced you to me and G, right? You became friends with my dad first.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's there. For those who don't know, Papa Q, as he's called, is a really institution in Chicago. he runs this beautiful old apothecary in Lincoln Square, and I had been told by people to go check it out. And there's, and you don't think of Lincoln Square, you don't think that a Pakistani man's going to own something anywhere that looks nice. Oh, forget about Lincoln Square. No Desi person owns anything in Chicago that's like aesthetically pleasing, that that smells good, that looks, you know what I mean, that has like old, like cool Victorian aesthetics, and Chicago. And so when I found this Pakistani guy owns this thing, I was like, oh my god, I have to check it out. So I went to the Mertz Apothecary, and I met Uncle Qayyum, as I called him, and he was just, I guess he was smitten by me.
Yeah, he loves you, dude. He loves you like a son now.
And so then he told me about you guys, and I was like, my goodness. And next thing I know, I'm at the family. You guys, it's like a mob family, they have like the big cookout every year. You guys, and I was brought into the fold. There's this like bocce ball thing. Jackson, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, no, I came in and I was like,
I think we all know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was the most got.
You take pictures. Somebody's gonna take it out of your hand and crush it, and then give you like $100 to buy a new one.
Exactly.
That happened to me.
Invited me to his house up in Edgebrook first, and that's why I felt really special. So my wife and I went first, and we met, and they had a grand piano, and he asked me to play something on the piano. And
dude, that was incredible. You sat down at my mama's
piano, we were all
and you played a few pieces, and you sang in Urdu, and you sang in English, and you you raised the hair on our arms, like we all just. You were like, yeah, sure, I'll play a little something. Is that okay? And we're like, yeah, sure, just to play a little something. And we were all like, who is this guy? Like we knew he was.
And then it was like a year later, you were playing Millennium Park.
Oh wait. Let's skip. Wait, you skipped one major step that I would like to clarify, which is when Zeshan and I texted each other like, hey, dude, let's go hang out. Let's go have some beers. We went to Lincoln Square Lanes before it burned down, right? We were up there. We were chilling. We were beers deep, and then
that's where we shot the video, Picture Me Bowling.
Yeah, Picture Me Bowling. And we started out not bowling, and then we got...
We froze. That's what happened.
We froze.
He was getting so emotional that, just welled up. He had he burst.
Like the internet out in the burbs.
That was showbiz.
Yeah, and you will get your check like months later from now. Trust me, you'll get it. You'll get the check
after a few standard deductions.
Exactly.
A few standard.
Yeah. Don't you have really just one?
Oh, just one? Really?
Yeah. Just one deduction.
Oh, wow. I gotta.
But it's a really big deduction.
Oh, well, I just am so thrilled that we get to, you guys, when I was talking about the Papa Q, but Mama Q, Rita, is just wonderful. And it was so warm and loving to me and my wife. And one time even my mom and I went over to their new place and we dined, and G was there. And that was the last time I saw these guys. And, now it's COVID, man. It's crazy. No, you were asking me something. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
He said there was one story in between. You're going to finish the bowling story.
Oh, the story. Well, yeah, it was funny. We just talked about how we got really, close to each other, just talking about how harsh, Desi dads are. And and so I feel like I was like, we sorted out our daddy issues together. It was good. It was like group therapy. And,
yeah.
And it was fun. And, I miss you guys a lot. I miss being in Chicago. I wish I could be there right now. It's not too fun here in New York.
So let me ask you, your career has done amazing things the past few years. It's been different for artists across the spectrum. Like our theater, this was supposed to be one of our biggest theater years, and we've had to adapt. Sure. What are you doing to adapt? And obviously you probably had a bunch of stuff coming up on the horizon. What are you up to? How are you working through it?
Well, Jackson, it's been sort of, I think it's, we're all we all have different, trajectories of our careers and all are doing different things, cool things. But the thing is, we are all kind of in this as far as just being, it's hard to really explain to people that, our industry, at least, commercial arts, it's just collapsed. I mean, it's just not what it was. I mean, as far as, what I had in the works was, I moved here to New York because I had a contract with Lincoln Center. And, I had already, made my debut there back in 2018 and was starting to really, pick up some steam and get, since then I had done quite a few more shows in 2019. And then they asked me to do a run in 2020. And so, that got canceled. In fact, you know what? It was funny that I did 2 of the shows it was right before, it was in March. It was right as COVID was starting to take root. And so, I'm here in New York, and it was the strangest thing to start a run of shows and knowing that like it's probably gonna, the curtain's gonna fall on you, but I everything I've done now, all the stuff that, all of my previous commitments have kind of worked themselves out as being either online shows or, I was supposed to do this thing in Hawaii at the Doris Duke Foundation, a residency there. That would have been nice, but that now they've basically, kept me on speed dial for when things open up. God knows when that'll be. I did a cool album release thing with the Blue Note here in New York. And, I would have liked to have done that in person, but, you take what you can get. And so I've just been doing some of the at-home performances. They're not very fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's like you don't get the same energy when you don't have the cats playing with you. You know what it's like. You guys are in a band, and then, speaking of cats, then, as you're playing and trying to emote into a song, then my fucking cat comes into the steps on the keyboard, you know what I mean? And so that aspect has been, but just trying to write material, and to, it's been nice to reconnect with guys like you, and it's we all have time to spend with each other now. It's nice,
Well, we appreciate you coming on and lending some skills to the song. I was pretty excited about this music when I got it going because it felt like really up your alley. And it felt like as kids of with Desi parents, it's like you grow up with these weird movies that they make you watch, and the movies now like I watch them and I'm like, that's dope, but like at the time I'm like, that's slow, and like it's slow, and like they're just like they're yelling at each other. I didn't understand the language, and then they all just busted into song, and now they're dancing. And they're like had a gun, but now they're dancing. And there's always like arranged marriage versus love marriage.
We as brown people, we get upset that all the world stereotypes us, but then I see Jesus, we fucking stereotype each other so.
And so
every single movie is about a marriage, about some kind of family alliance gone wrong. The world consists of 7 people, and the funny thing is, I would when you guys sent me that track, I can't wait till everybody hears it. It is so bomb. I could just see the aesthetics. I could see Amitabh Bachchan standing on like a stage. You know what I mean? Like lanky ass stuff, doesn't know how to dance, really good voice. And those things, when I was a kid, it's so interesting. I thought those movies were so much cheesier than as an adult now, because as an adult, I appreciate some of those things.
For sure. Except in those movies, everybody's half naked. And when I went to Pakistan, not anyone was half naked.
Because they shot that shit in India, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Gone over to you were in the Wild Wild West. That's
for sure. Oh, but you guys, before I froze, one thing I wanted to say was, as we were bowling and drinking and bowling and drinking more and bowling a little bit more, but drinking way more, you said you know, you were at that point where you said, you were like, gee, what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do. Like, and it's like, you know, you can tell, you know, when someone knows what they have is fire and that that's all they were meant to do, to give to the world, that fire, right? Like, everyone on this screen has that. I know that. And I recognized, I looked in your eyes like I was looking at myself, and I was like, you're asking me? What the fuck you asking me for?
To me, it was such a big deal. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, but it was a beautiful, beautiful thing, because like literally, like, you know, we would go months or a year without talking, and then all of a sudden it was maybe just a year. And my dad's like, "Oh, did you see Zeshan's on Colbert? Zeshan's doing this, Zeshan's whatever." I was like, "That motherfucker! Why is he trying to come to me like, well, I'm not doing enough?" And now he's way the fuck over there, and I'm sitting here like, man, I ain't doing enough. I'm like, Zeshan, what am I supposed to do? No, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You know, someone I looked at, this is a senior artist who is, you know, who has been in this game, you know, who's performed at Lollapalooza so many times, done this stuff with Chicago Shakes. You know, you guys were just on fire and continue to be. And for me, you know, I just, you know, looked up to that so much, and I didn't even feel worthy in your guys' presence, you know, and the fact that you took out time, you know, to you know, go bowling and have drinks with me, and for us to discuss our daddy issues like we did, you know, just meant so much to me. And
dude, me too. Thanks, man. It meant like from the time, hey, if my dad says this person means something to me, like, and he wants to bring him into the family, like, then you're my brother, you know? So like, I'm just lucky you turned out to be fucking cool, because even if you weren't, I would still have to go bowling with your ass.
Well, I'm basically like Tom Hagen, you know, Leone family, you know, who comes in the family, but like, you know,
the concierge.
Ethically, I'm still the same. You know, he was German and not Italian.
Right.
There's a lot of Godfather references sneaking into this.
Hey, when Papa Q's when we're talking about Papa Q, you know.
By the way, I think he and Mom are watching, because they're in a time zone where they're actually awake during this show.
Now, I want to explain something to Jax and Pas that they might not know, because they are not of South Asian heritage, which is, you guys know, like Jax, you know, like Beatles and Stones, right? Pas, you know this, right? Like, are you a Beatles guy? Or you a Stones guy? Like, that was the thing, right?
Right.
In our families, are you a Lata or an Asha guy, right? Like, this is a thing, okay? And these are sisters who sang and became super famous. Uh-huh. And so when I was preparing for this week's music, I started listening to the Mangeshkar sisters, right? And I love Lata Mangeshkar. We listen to it all the time. My dad is like a big fan, right? And if you remember, do you all remember Corner Shop from the 90s? Remember Corner Shop?
Love Corner Shop.
And do you remember their big hit, A Brim Full of Asher on the 45?
Oh, yeah.
Brim full of Asher. So he's talking about Asha Bhosle.
Asha Bhosle.
Yeah, so he's saying it with a British accent, Asher, but it's Asha Bhosle is who he's talking about. That's the other sister. So when I was going into tonight, I started listening to the Mangeshkar sisters, because I was just like, I just need some goodness in my life, and I want to hear what's going on. And that led me down a YouTube rabbit hole of a bunch of movie songs, in which I landed on an album called The Original Don Amitabh Bachchan.
What?
And you guys know Amitabh Bachchan as well. He is, Zeshan was just talking about him. He's like, he's kind of like black and gray hair with a white beard. And right? Isn't that like now?
Now he is. He's
very like goofy, very animated guy. And he had a really big crossover hit. Was nominated for Academy Award with Black, which was like sort of like a Daisy Helen Keller story.
Yes, and did you guys see Great Gatsby with Leo DiCaprio?
Yeah, he was in that. Yeah.
It was interesting to see him take a back seat because he's always front and center. He's a guy, and
Yeah.
literally people worship him. Like, you know, like people are fucking praying to him and like doing all that shit, you know?
Yeah. Wow.
So the original Don, I went down this soundtrack of all songs from his movies.
Yeah.
And Ash, what's up?
Which one of them was Don? The movie Don. It was called Don in I want to say the 70s.
Yeah, the movie Don was here. I can play a little piece.
So was he like in his early 20s at the time, or like 19 or 21?
Would have been in his 30s and 70s.
Okay.
That's from Don.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So that same singer is
Kishore Kumar.
What's up?
Kishore Kumar.
Yeah, Kishore Kumar. And Kishore Kumar was like one of the most famous playback singers. That's what they call the guys who sang the real song for the movie, and then the actor would lip sync it. The playback singers, right? It's such a packy word, like the playback singer. It's like an own goal.
Like
I
hey, miscall you.
Hey man, miscall me, and then I'll
miscall me
when I'm out front. Like playback singer.
Miscall me.
There's a lot of cousins back there who are probably telling you to do that. But yeah.
Yeah, no, they charge by the minute. So I'll miscall you when I'm there, and then you miscall me when I'm out front.
Yeah.
That's great.
Everybody else on this call is like, what is going on right
now? And so I started going deep into Kishore Kumar, and I don't think I was like, I know a lot of his songs, but I didn't realize what a legend this dude was. And so I went and I found this song that he sang and that Amitabh Bachchan was sang in the movie. And it is a song from Lavaris. Do you know that? Lavaris. Okay. And the song is Apni to Jese, and it's kind of like Black Sheep. It's like you could get with this or you could get with that, right? Like, isn't that what that means? Kind of like this or that, right?
Yeah. It's I mean, and I love that, you know, the minute you hear this sort of stuff, for anybody who grew up either in the subcontinent or even is just the children of parents from there, that these are things that will trigger you. And in my case, I think of, yes, those cheesy movies that mom and dad would bring back on VHS and we would watch. And I used to think back then, wow, the fight sequences are so bad. Like the special effects are so bad. Like you could see like the body double, like the stunt doubles and stuff like that. Like it's so, but now as an adult, like I imagine a tear goes down my eye when I hear this stuff because it's the nostalgia. And so,
and the thing you got to remember about these about these movies, is that they call them brownsploitation movies. These are like straight up like blaxploitation movies, but in Bollywood, right? And so they are about like cops and gangsters and this and that, and like, but also the music is funky, like so funky and so hype. And so when I started pulling samples from here, I was like, oh man. And the horn samples started coming out. I was like, this is going to be fire.
Absolutely. Yeah. And even, you know, if you guys notice, if you ever watch any of these, it's interesting that they use, for the car chases, they use American cars. They use Fords, Pontiac.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Because those are considered high class. You know, anything is high. See what I mean? And so it kind of but which adds to that Superfly Shaft sort of vibe. Because you think of Shaft pulling up, he's not pulling up in, you know, a Honda or whatever. He's pulling up in a Cadillac. You know what I mean? Like, so clearly, and it's funny that when I talk to my parents, I asked them a lot of questions because they still lived in India at that time, and it's very interesting how much code sharing they said that was going on. Is like we were wearing the bell bottoms, we were listening to the music, we were doing all the things that were, was happening in America. We were just always 5 years behind. So it's like, in the early 70s, we're still listening to stuff from the late 60s and so on. And so it's really cool that you went down that rabbit hole, and I really want to see what you came up with.
Cool. So with that, should we take you guys in the beat?
Yeah, real quick.
Well, I just wanted to this might. Yeah, go ahead, pass.
No, Jackson had something.
I just wanted to say, all the white people in the comment section have gone quiet, but all the parents from my kid's school are bugging out right now. My kid goes to Islamic school, and there's a bunch of people, Daisies, that go there, our families there, and I just want to shout them out because they're awesome, and they're all like bugging out right now about
so
all
awesome
these references. So,
right, but white people, don't go away. We'll get to something you like.
Yeah,
trust.
Jackson will talk about some drinks soon.
All right, we're gonna go inside the beat. You're gonna show us how you sampled it all down, right?
Yeah. G, did you want to add anything? Or are you good?
Just wait. You said Indian. You were like in India. They're 5 years behind. That's way ahead of Australia. When we toured Australia, they were 10 to 20 years behind on everything. So
Wow. I guess it's just further away, like on the other side, like on the different.
Yes, further you go. I guess like 2 years every like.
Had to swim to get there.
Yeah. I hear they have the internet now. Go ahead. Let's go inside the beat.
What I love talking about, real quick with you guys, and I want people to know, is that there is a difference, the shared culture, but the difference between India and Pakistan, and and you guys, like you're saying, it's very true. It's like, where was the half naked people in Pakistan? You're not going to see. And I've been to Pakistan twice since we've met, and I never told you guys, like, that to me, the biggest thing that like hit me was like, it's a fucking sausage fest out here. There's no women, there's no and it's like, but this used to all be the same land. And people like Amitabh Bachchan, a lot of people like him were born in modern day Pakistan. Maybe not him himself, but some of the other actors and actresses and singers and from that time were born in modern day Pakistan. Your dad might have been born in modern day India before he moved.
He was. Yeah. He was born. He was 4 years old.
Your family's Muslim from India.
Right. That's correct. And so
we actually overlap more than we would, if you were Hindu from India and my father was born in Pakistan. It's actually not far off at all. Right?
We're not. We drink the same Kool-Aid, and we attend each other's bar mitzvahs.
All right, and with that, we are.
We're going in, inside the beat. We're going in, inside the beat.
All right. We will go inside the beat. Let's see.
Hey, Jax, just so you know, I'm not watching any comments because my shit froze because I think it was just running too many live streams at one time. So
all good, man. I'm just
staying in the stream now.
Yeah. Be here. Be present.
Here now.
Let's be inside the beat together.
I love this. Is my favorite part of the show. Zeshan B.
Yes, sir.
All right. So here is can y'all see that?
Yeah.
So here's the first sampler. And with this sample, I can open the sampler here and let me see if you can see it. Can you see that?
Yep.
All right. So let me zoom out. These are the samples that I took. So you get that. That's kind of those big horn stabs were nice because I was able to, once I found a clean loop, which actually happened at the very end of the song. I'll show you. Okay, check it out. Okay, so there's the kind of clean bass loop, and that that in itself is just such a nice rhythm, and there's so much percussion happening in there. And usually I'm more of a mosaic kind of chopper dude, but this loop was just too nice, and it was such poor quality from back in the day. Like the recordings are not very good.
Notice they don't have bass on them. That's the other thing that's
Yeah. So they're actually perfect for jacking because like
yeah.
I throw bass
want
on it and like shit is fire, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So we were going through it. Okay, so then there's the addition of so then you start getting those pumping horns. And then I was able to take you'll see here, right here, this part. Let me just solo a few things and show you. Let's take you through some of this beat. So I found an intro section when there was a breakdown. So here's the loop. Okay, now you'll hear what it sounds like dropping a little 808 kick, snare, hi-hat over it. And what that reminded me of, weirdly, was Shame on an N-Bomb by Wu-Tang. It got me like
Yeah.
Right?
Shame on it. We tried to run game.
So I was like boom, 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 and that part stuck in my head, and so I added that in like a second bass part right here. Right here. 6, 7. Oh, no. Actually, sorry. That's not it. This is it. There you go. Ba-doom, boom.
Ba-doom, boom.
Yeah. Boom, boom. Okay. Then I was thinking about like just hitting those again and like making them cut each other off was kind of a cool rhythm, and chopped up the loop so it wasn't such a straight loop. So I added these sounds in. These. Right, and then I got a live kit just to give it some more live feel, and it didn't sound so rigid then. And then I was able to take my like a big old 808, tuned 808, and just put a big hit on the ones just to give it a nice thump. You hear that?
Yeah.
Boom, boom. That thing, right? All right. And here's the main sample. So the nice thing about that is then I could rock that whole thing and keep it going and bring the horns in.
What the fuck?
Okay, then
So hype.
I was thinking about that, and I went back to the main sample, but I wanted something that was a little hookier and kind of took it over the top. And so what we did was went back to the original one, took out all of that extra bass stuff, and just took those initial horn blasts that were part of the intro and made a progression and played it over that on a second track, this Int 7, and when you see that there. And so this is what it ends up sounding like. I can solo just that for a second so you hear it. But and then here it is with everything else inside of it. And then because I'd pulled out all the bass there, I wanted something else to make it feel hooky, but I wanted some dynamic difference between the way the bass came back after that. But I didn't want it to feel like a drop off when it came in, this section came in, because it is the hook and you can't have it drop off. So one of the things I did was I added some snaps and then like a kind of a tambourine way up top and brought that, and it gave the whole thing like a lift, so that when we came back to the bassier verse part, it made sense. And then I also filled it out with a bunch of crazy toms that I just smacked haphazardly all over, so you'll hear 'em. Couple other sections I was messing with. This is one of them. Just this like cooling out. And then I ended up finding like a weird piano sound put through a guitar amp over this, and I played this recently. So I don't think you guys have heard this. Just to make it even more mysterious.
There's like a little 70s rock vibe in
Fucking
there. Like
awesome.
Little
I was
blue,
gonna say it's
blue
more
oyster
like kind
cult.
of like early 80s disco.
Yeah, well, it is 81. Yeah, so it is 81. So there's actually a little bit of both of that in there, right?
So fucking ill, Jay. I love this
Yeah,
shit.
beautiful, man.
Cool, very cool, and I appreciate you breaking it down so much. And it's so fun to see things soloed, like you soloed those toms and that that those tambourine hits and things so that you are so layered in the mix you don't realize it there, and then when it's just so cool, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. So I'm digging the beat. I think everyone responded and was like, "Whoa!" This I feel like we had a bunch of ideas come out in the email chain. We talked about
Appropriation.
We talked about rioting. I mean, it feels like it definitely feels like something's about to happen, and it feels like a hype up song. And so to me, it felt like pre-sporting event, pre-protest, pre-party, whatever it is. But it
Pre-battle.
felt like, oh shit, oh, things are going. Here we go. You know what I mean?
Strap your boots on.
Yeah, I got that nervous energy from it that got me amped up, and so everyone I think is gonna bring the energy on this one. So what we
let me just take a sec to acknowledge everybody really quick. Thank you so much for joining us. We are the Rat Pack. We are 4 guys that make music together on Tuesday nights with a special guest. We have the amazing Zeshan B with us tonight. He has been all over the world, all over the airwaves. He's chill and cool as fuck, and he's also buddies with the Q Brothers, which has been great to listen to them talk about their cultural
overlaps,
collective lives, which has been awesome. And you're just an awesome dude, and we're really happy to have you here. If you are in any of the rooms, hit the like button for us. It does a lot. And subscribe if you haven't already. Just had to drop that in there really quick.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Do that every 15 minutes or so. Thank you, man. So I was thinking this part during this part, Zeshan, we all mute ourselves and record ourselves over the beat. So we're recording a cappella. So and then I hop around and unmute and we listen to everybody recording. And then I assemble the whole song. So people will be listening to you all record a cappella, and then they get to hear what they've heard over the music they've already heard finally at the end of it. And then we listen to the whole song and then say goodnight. That's how it works.
Love it. Let's do it.
Is there Is there anything from our audience who hasn't heard you sing? Do you have like 20-second lick you want to just lay down and show us the pipes? Like maybe I see the keyboard. I see the guitar.
Floss a little for us, baby.
Yeah. Show them what they.
You've got quite an instrument, my friend.
Well, I guess I'll turn on this world. So my music is kind of a mix of a lot of different aesthetics, but two that really, that are so central in my life is R&B and Indian Pakistani music. So basically, the stuff that that Jay was just talking about, the music from India and Pakistan, and I like to kind of riff on those things. Like, can you guys hear my Wurlitzer?
Oh yeah.
It's in Indian music, we scales are really important. Like even in that song that Jay was playing, da 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 da. It's a very good. And da 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 da. Da 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 da. The scales always make their way into the music, and and I like to do that same thing with like my music. For example, if I'm in the key of like B flat, like there's this rag that goes like this. And I like doo-wop, I love being from Chicago, Curtis Mayfield is like, I worship him. And like, I think of like the early impressions, the and I'll riff on stuff like that in Urdu when I write a song. And this particular song, it came out of that same rag, and it went like this. This is just the chorus. I wanna stay, hey, won't run away. No, I wanna play, hey, just like we used to do back in the day. Hey, full of teenage hopes, just let me stay, hey, like I used to do.
What the fuck?
Dude, gorgeous, brother. Gorgeous, man.
Come on, man. Come on.
Say that again. Say that again.
Come on, man.
I was saying it took a while to explain all that, so maybe that.
No, that was perfect, man.
Beautiful.
Perfect. It was actually really cool. It was actually really cool to hear you actually broke down, similar to going inside the beat, like broke down all the influences. But yours was like almost like your career. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like your actual style, your actual like style.
I figured you guys would appreciate all these things that go into it. It's like how the sausage is made,
Yeah, dude. We're witnessing we're witnessing the Indo soul at the Motown Mahal.
Yeah, and dude, I love the Wurlitzer, man. That's my shit.
Although it gets dust in it, man. It's like it's
dirty.
You have to really caress this thing and love it. You
gotta love your Wurlitzer.
Do they have like a soul name, like an alliteration soul name for you yet from like India? Like, like Mel Torme was the Velvet Fog. Like, do they have have they branded you with like a name yet?
Not yet. I haven't caught on. I haven't caught on with the very, very artful masses of India. Pakistan has actually gotten more hip to me, but they have no such acronym. Maybe the I don't know, the Zephyr of Zeshan. I don't know. Like maybe
we need to come up with one for America. We'll come up with one.
We like 2 days, and he'll give you a list. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
I got you
guys.
I mean, I already got Indo Soul at the Motown Mahal. I like that.
You're not far off. You're not far off.
Not far off.
All right, we're gonna try to do this in 90
let's say
minutes,
we
right?
should-
So
we
we
should
got
get this
30 minutes
recorded.
left.
Yeah.
We're gonna record some parts, send it to Jay, try to get it mixed up real quick. Thanks everybody for hanging with us. I hope you enjoyed listening to Zeshan sing because man, that like made my
What a
heart
treat.
warm
What a
up.
treat. What a
He's got
treat.
such a beautiful voice. We are hanging with Zeshan B. We are the Rat Pack. We do this every Tuesday night. We make a song with a friend artist and of all different types of on the musical spectrum. If you like what you see, please hit the like and subscribe. We're gonna make the song right now. Speaking of making the sausage,
Yeah.
we have a twist on the live stream approach where we actually make a song on the spot. So
we make it on the spot, and then you hear it at the end of this, but then we give JQ a couple days to do a finer mix, and then it's available on our SoundCloud by Friday for a download and distribution however you want. We just give it away, so you can.
Yeah, I mean, we're using these samples, and we are doing that in homage to the original artists, and we're not trying to make anything off of it. We just want to share the way we've been creative with that music with other people. So if you like it, you can have it, share it, and it doesn't belong to us.
Yep,
You know?
it's bigger than we are.
So Zeshan is going to sing a little bit more. We're going to go live around us. He'll probably sound better than the rest of us putting down our verses, but hopefully we'll come together with a track here in a little bit.
All right.
Okay, let's get it. I'm going in.
All right.
I'm going in. Ba, 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 ba. What's up, JQ?
What up, man? You want to stick with me while I do this?
Yeah.
Can you hear the beat or no? No, you can't hear it, right?
No, just through your headphones. Just the bleed. I just hear the bleed of the beat.
Cool. Let me turn that down.
Oh, I hear your bleeding beat, mate. Oh, I hear your bleeding fucking beat, mate. That's what I hear. Your bleeding beat.
It's through the bleeding beat.
Your fucking bleeding beat.
All right.
Bleeding fucking beat. All right. Yeah.
Let's get him. It's time to get him. Cobra rap soldier told you spit venom. Old and out wise, a bold to get bitten. Okay. All right. Let me set up my recording, Jane. Okay. Can you hear me, G?
I can hear you loud and clear. Perfectly.
It might get kind of loud because I'm recording like slightly distorted on purpose because I have a sound I'm going for.
All right. I won't make fun of you. Thanks for the heads up. All right,
Let's get him. It's time to get him. Cobra rap soldier told you spit venom. Older, not wiser, bolder, get bitten. Hold you to the lies you told, so quit kidding. Usually I'm the type to wait, but tonight I ain't. I'm in a heightened state, and there ain't much left that I can tuck in this rhyme. But you mess with the wrong motherfuckers this time.
Damn.
Okay, let me do some doubles.
Hype and gritty.
Get him. Get him. Soldier told you spit venom. Wiser, bolder. So quit kidding. Type to wait. Night I ain't. Heightened state. Tucking this rhyme. Wrong motherfuckers this time.
Oh, you got Ragaman making his way in there a little tiny bit.
Hey, I can't help it. This beat got me aggy.
Ooh, my throat already hurt just a tiny bit. Yeah, I know it doesn't hurt yours to do that.
Oh, no, yeah, that doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I know.
All right, and then I had an idea of like shouting some stuff in this song because I was feeling there are pockets of it that don't need lyrics.
I know. I was going to ask you about that, actually. I had some ideas, but then I ended up just doing that for my whole verse.
But I want to record a couple of things here. Let me try. Everybody get up!
Goddamn!
Everybody get up! Everybody get up! Everybody!
You nutball. That's kind of scary. but I like it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put it like tiny.
I know.
In the beat and like super distorted.
I know, but no one else. I don't think anyone hearing.
But it's interesting, right? Like you got to do something like gain. We were talking about this before.
Yeah.
Recording. Sometimes you want to record really loud and thin it down, and then when you want something really loud, you got to record it really soft, right?
Yeah, and you just took to step 10 feet back to scream that loud, right? So,
Yeah. And so I want it thin, you know.
I know. Yeah.
So I actually also brought the mic down a little bit, so I was catching a little higher.
Okay.
But anyway, let's pop in. Or you want to roll, and then we can pop in?
Let's pop in. Pop into Pass right now.
Even when the sun don't shine and them skies are gray, gotta vibe with my tribe, I'ma find a way. When life's laborious and glorious, notorious, ready to die, nigga, not today. Sing a song for the slaves that never found a way. For the silent. Okay, pick that up there. Pick that up right there. Actually, let me just do that again. Yeah. Even when the sun don't shine and them skies are gray, gotta vibe with my tribe, I'ma find a way. When life's laborious and glorious, notorious, ready to die, nigga, not today. Sing a song for the slaves that never got away. If they silent, that means they got a lot to say. And tell the kingdom lived corrupt, them throwing middle fingers up, awful like I way.
Damn.
That part.
Are you talking about I Way over there? I don't think he has us on.
Not today. Sing a song for the slaves that never got away. If they silent, that means they got a lot to say. I got the kingdom to live corrupt, they're throwing middle fingers up, awful like I way. If I may say, I've been flowing, zoning, going so hard. Back when Lindsay Lohan wasn't showing her.
What's I Way?
Let me get that.
I Way is like a Chinese like visual artist.
Fingers awful like I way.
Man.
I went and saw
Schiffer robes and I Way.
I know, yeah, man, that motherfucker's deep.
Awful like I way. If I may say, I've been flowing, zoning, going so hard. Back when Lindsay Lohan wasn't showing no one her ball. Back when Fishbone was playing boning in the boneyard. I've been fighting the man, oh Lord.
Nice.
Together.
Let's jump in on
pop into Zeshan.
What up, boys?
What up, home skillet?
So you want me to?
We just want to catch a little pass of you singing over the beat.
I just was about to do. In fact, I want to show you guys this. I'm thinking Urdu lyrics for this, like, you know, for the verse, and like I was writing them in Urdu. I don't know if you guys can see this.
Oh, nice.
Wow, yeah.
So let me get this going. Do you guys want to be able to hear the track too?
Nope.
No, just acapella.
No, we want to save that because people want to listen to your voice, and then later they don't get to hear it all together till the end.
Gotcha. We actually, JQ's the only one who gets.
Let me just get the key real quick. Okay. Check it. Here it goes. ऊपर नीचे आगे पीछे ऊपर नीचे आगे पीछे जहां देखो वहां कीचे ऐसे कैसे काले पैसे. I gotta do that again. Hold on, let me pause real quick.
Dude, I love it. I love it already. He's like on a Bollywood screen. He's like looking out and doing the hands and shit too with it.
Because when you hear it, it sounds situational, like an Indian movie. It's like a situation. He's like he's in a club, he's in a bar. You know, people are clamoring. It's like sweaty. Is people throwing bows, whatever. It's like that. So I'm like trying to make it more cinematic. You know what I mean?
I love it.
Definitely, it reads.
Real actors here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, it's fucking beautiful. I love it. I love it.
Let me try that. Let me try that again. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
ऊपर नीचे आगे पीछे ऊपर नीचे आगे पीछे जहां देखो वहां कीचे ऐसे कैसे काले पैसे ऐसे कैसे काले पैसे फेंक गए दिल वाले जैसे चारों तरफ से हम घेर गए हैं ये काली बर्फ में हम डूब गए. Let it snow at the darkest of dawn. We're already numb to the dark mighty flow. Let it rain with the darkest of bling. We already know the groove to the dark money flow.
What the fuck?
So explain for people out there. You're singing Urdu in the verse and like that pre-chorus part, and then when the chorus hit, you switch to English. Yeah.
Went right into English because I felt like the hook needed, like an English element, needed to have a little bit of, something that people can kind of just like
grab onto, hang on to a little bit.
Exactly, because the Urdu stuff, it just, it's almost like onomatopoeia. It just sounds cool.
I know, and Zeshan, when we were talking on that thread, on the creative thread, and I was like, I don't know, man, I want to hear it all in Urdu. And everybody was like, whoa, hold on. And that's just my ears love it so much. That's like, I think it's dope that you switch and you go into English. So you do give, 99.9% of the people listening to our music something to hold on to, but it just sounds like, because I'm a sound head, like to me, at some point, even of rap in English, like traditional American fucking rap, like at some point I just stopped listening to the words and I just hear and I recognize flows, and so
cadences is the cadence.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to pop in to listen to Jack's rap?
Yeah, sure.
Get up. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Ah, shit. Get up, get up, get up, get. Gonna never let them push us back down.
I love when Jax goes high.
Boring diatribes of monumental ratings. We got wise and tightened up. We got wise and tightened up. We've gotten wise and tightened up. Boring diatribes and monumental ratings. We got wise and tightened up our continental ladies. Used to be that money got you all the ladies. I'm a little out of practice. I wrote it earlier today.
Hey, Jax, can you hear us? Jax, can you hear us?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he turns down Zoom because it gets.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I leave people on when I'm recording, and sometimes I block them out. Depending on
tribes and monumental ratings. We've gotten wise and tightened up our continental ladies. Used to be that money got you all the ladies, but now we're money got money, and we watching all the babies. Get back in shape. Got performance ready.
Jay, I'm gonna jump into mine and
go ahead.
I just need to.
Boring diatribes of monumental ratings. We've gotten wise and tightened up our continental ladies. Used to be that money got you all the ladies, but now our ladies got money and we watch all the babies. Get back in shape. Get performance ready. Get back in shape. Get performance ready. Get back in shape, get performance ready. Gotta open up heart. Get performance ready. Gotta open hearts and minds. Get the doors are heavy. Get back in shape, get performance ready. Gotta open hearts and minds, but the doors are heavy. Got nerves and butterflies like before a wedding. We're gonna fly. Boring diatribes and monumental ratings. We've gotten wise and tightened up our continental ladies. Used to be that money got you all the ladies, but now our ladies got money and we watch all the babies. Get back in shape, get performance ready. Gotta open hearts and minds, but the doors are heavy. There's butterflies, but before a wedding, we're gonna write a fly story, can't ignore the heading. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Get up, get up. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Gonna never let them push us back down. Alright, Jay, I'm gonna send you the double of those. It's like a fifth on the first part and an octave on the second part.
I'm gonna kill.
I have another version of the hook that
I'm gonna kill.
That I'm gonna send you, but
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you with the fire. I'm gonna kill you with the fire of my love. I'm gonna kill you with the fire of my love that's in my heart tonight. Beware. I'm gonna kill. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you with the fire.
how we doing, JQ?
I'm gonna kill you with
good,
the
man.
fire of my
Yeah.
heart. Gonna kill you with the fire of my love.
How's everyone out there doing? All right.
I'm gonna kill.
Marcus Silverberg's in the house.
I'm gonna kill you.
Nermeen.
I'm gonna kill
Miss
you with
Nidal,
the fire.
principal of my school, being sweet to me.
I'm
Thank you so
gonna
much.
kill you with the fire
Cyrus
of
Saeed,
my love. I'm gonna
Cheesy,
kill you with
Matthew
the fire
Frizzle.
of my love that's in my
Take
heart.
my life, but only because
tonight.
Pops was able to
Beware.
have dinner before the show this week. Nice. Casey Foster, former guest in the house. Got Corey Patterson in the YouTube room. Satire Daily.
I'm gonna
King of the
kill.
Ozone, who's a metal singer. Good to see
I'm
you
gonna
guys.
kill you. I'm gonna kill you with the fire.
Thanks for being here. We're close to
I'm gonna
some
kill
version
you
of
with
this
the
song,
fire
right?
of
Yeah,
my
we're close.
love. I'm gonna kill you.
She sounds like
with
he's
the
going 80s with
fire
it. I like
of
it.
My love that's in my heart tonight. Beware.
It sounds mad like it sounds mad like
Tears for Fears or something.
I was gonna say like Karate Kid
I'm
soundtrack.
gonna kill.
But like
I'm gonna
like
kill
Karate
you.
Kid soundtrack.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
I'm gonna kill you with the fire. I'm gonna kill you with the fire of my love. I'm gonna kill you with the fire of my love that's in my heart tonight. Beware.
How many are you putting pieces together right now, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I went ahead. I sent you a stem. I went ahead and sent you a stem.
Great.
I gotta say, man, what's it like walking around with an instrument like that? You just walk into a room and like, hold on, let me just melt some hearts really quick.
Well, no, I sometimes wish I sometimes wish I just was like a saxophonist or something, because if somebody asked me to play, I could just be like, oh, I don't have my saxophone.
Or my instrument. I left it at home.
You're born.
I really don't have an excuse now, and I've gotten to a point where I just sit. No, I don't want to sing. It's like, well, why don't you? We want you to sing, and I'm like, I don't care. Like,
No, you gotta protect that shit, dude. I'm sure
Yeah, for sure, man. We
got
used to get
practice
that
at
rap
that,
monkey rap all the time.
Yeah, we still get rap monkey rap all the time, man. Fuck.
And it's got to a point where it's like, yeah, and so that it's hard to walk around with it, because it's like, especially when you sing, you're not hiding behind anything, and you're so vulnerable, and that's what I love about what we're all doing right now, is we're all like putting together something, and the song is a sum of very like vulnerable things, like G was just like doing that thing, and Jackson, I love that you were saying it's like the Karate Kid soundtrack. You know, I love that you were breaking it. It's like you're the best around. No, never keep you down. Like, you know, and you know, Apas is like, you know, like just spitting like, you know, just like righteous indignation, like, you know, liberation, like theology, like on this thing. You know what I mean? And so it's tough when you walk around with that stuff and you meet other people who aren't artists and who don't understand, you know, what it is that what we do and the sanctity of our art. It's like, oh, just sing and rap. And it's like, no.
Yeah. Well, so there's it, one silver lining of COVID. You know, not too many people walking around telling you to fucking sing.
Please don't sing. Do not infect me.
Actually,
exactly. Keep your mask on.
I read the New York Times. I'm aware that you are the most infectious person in this room.
Well, now COVID has just changed things a little bit. Before it used to be, well, you know, the promoter will ask you, okay, you know, they want to book your act, and it's like, you know, the promoter will say, you know, in the past, like, what do you charge? Well, you know, I charge normally 10,000, but for you, I charge 7,000. You know, and now it's, you know, I normally charge 10,000. But for you, I'll charge 7,000. And the promoter will be like, "I'll give you a bowl of soup," and I'll take it. Like, you know?
True, dude. COVID fucking prices, dude. It's like max output, minimum input.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take. Can you put some crackers in it, please? Oyster crackers.
Yeah.
Give me oyster crackers. How about just some Ritz?
There's an element from our end where we're like asking our musician friends, like, yo, we're doing this new spin on like a live feed. Is it a podcast? No. Okay, I'll do it. You know, like it's like something different.
Really?
And it's
I
like
didn't know that, Jax. Really?
Yeah, it's just like how many people have said yes because it's like, oh, I mean, it's also people that we love and know, but there's also a level too of like how many people are asking people to be on their podcast right now. There's 8 billion fucking podcasts because that's all people can do. But also just like
there's not people.
We want to create with you. We want to utilize your talents and highlight you as an artist and human, and we're gonna make something out of it. Like
and to open up the process of collaboration for people. People have been asking us for 20 years. How can we? I'd love to witness how you guys work together. And now we're like posting like, everybody, you can actually see how we work together. And like, you know, sometimes you're like, man, if all those people who asked us over the years actually paid attention, they would be here every fucking Tuesday being like, wow, I get to see it, you know?
I was going to ask you guys on your end, how do you feel about, you know, opening up that process to people? Because, you know, some people are very guarded about like, I don't want to show how the sausage is made, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's so selfless of you guys to do that. And how do you
honestly, I don't think that's really ever been, that particular part of it has never been an issue for us.
My kid's awake. I got to go upstairs. I'll be back.
All right.
Because we already beat the shit out of each other so bad, we don't give a fuck what we look.
Right. Well, there's that. But then also, I mean, I just think that when this group kind of started, it was based on, both the humor of it and like the sad clown element of it, as well as whatever, like seriously, like straight up, the melancholy of it, and even any sort of righteous indignation that we might like infuse in it was all kind of like based on, it was all based on like our character as imperfect humans, i.e. fuck ups. You know what I mean? Like I basically like in our trope was self-deprecation. We still use that on some level, but it's not, to me, I think it's pretty cool now that since this group is matured, I mean, we're still very honest about like this in a self-deprecating way about the shit that we had to deal with. But I think also like our esteems have been built up by the fact we have families and, you know, and lives and stuff like that. And now it's not just fully just like making fun of like ourselves and our friends and like everything like that, or like the culture that we live in.
Sure.
So there's that part of it. And then I think the other part of it is honestly like, because there was this sort of like truth telling, there was also a part of it where we were never precious about the art form. Like we were just like, cause, and honestly, that was, if we kind of figured out early on that like,
if we're gonna get stuff out, if we're gonna work together. I mean, I live in Brooklyn. These guys are in Chicago. G is like in LA a lot of the time and stuff like that. If we were actually gonna get anything done, like we can't be precious about it. We come together. We come together, we write some songs. Like I sound like Tupac, like a little bit. Like niggas write songs, go in the studio,
Totally do.
spit the songs, go back. Somebody comes up with a chorus, go in the studio.
We get 45 songs done a week.
But seriously, it's kind of like, but it's also cool because you don't have to like. There's no like, you know, I really like that. But could you just, you know, it's just kind of like, yo, that bar doesn't work. Maybe you should do this.
Yeah.
Well, that's important to do. That's so important to do because I think cats get really in their own heads and they cradle this baby, and it's just like you gotta. When you're in the world of commercial art, you just have to put it out. Like, you know, at some point you just and then move on. You know, and
yeah.
I learned a lot the hard way. That's really how. And I like that no nonsense attitude, and you know, no fussing, no, you know what I mean. It's just like I like the way you said it, being precious. You know what I mean. It's like you try that little, like you know, it's just and that's really integral to like you know just being able to turn out. G, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, just on the same tip, brother. Like working together as you know, it's just you become family and you know each other so well, and it's like. From the other side of what Paz is saying, like, yes, on the one hand, you don't want to be precious to be like, can you just, that was nice, but like on the other side, when you receive so many times, like in the beginning, when someone's just like, you got to cut that bar. You're like, what? Like, that's my favorite bar. Like, you know, and then like someone else like, you could do better than that. You're like, what are you talking about? Like, if that happens enough times, you just like, all right, fuck it. What do you guys want? Like, what is going to work? And like, and then you start creating from a different place because you anticipate the reaction of each of your other brothers that you know exactly what their voice and their taste is. And so,
and you trust that if 4 people like it, then, or if the other 3 guys like it, it's dope.
So by default, everyone starts writing to their own taste, but that also falls in the right place for the other 3 guys, right? Yeah, so everybody's elevated their thing to this crossover. There's like these 4 circles where they all overlap, and if you can all create within that overlap, like if you have your fucking style and everyone knows that's your shit. That's a Rat Pack thing, right?
That's really dope. And speaking of Rat Pack, I love the name of you guys' group. It's funny. I've been watching more movies during COVID just to put myself in a good. They always put me in a good mood, and I watched the original Ocean's 11. Peter Lawford and Sammy Davis Jr. and although it's funny, I was trying to look at this and I was like, who's who? Like, who's Peter Lawford? Who's Dean Martin? And somehow, you make it pretty easy as to which of the Rat Pack characters you're modeled after.
You haven't seen me dance yet. Wait till you see me dance.
But no, that's really cool because I love those dudes. I love the homage to them. I love their vibe. I was just watching this Robin and the Seven Hoods. It has Dean Martin. You should watch it. And actually, Bing Crosby joins them, and it's the song. It's the movie where the original My Kind of Town, Chicago. It was that movie actually, and it's almost.
What?
I gotta put that on my list. Is it the movie where they dress where Sinatra and Dean Martin dress Bing Crosby?
Yes, Style, and all 3 of them like sing together. It's like amazing. They're wearing those the boardwalk, the Monopoly guy, you know what I mean? Dude, y'all gotta watch that shit, man.
I will. Z, what's it called again?
Robin and the Seven Hoods.
Robin and the Seven Hoods?
And to answer your question, man, Paz is Dean Martin. So
it's true.
Well, I kind of feel like we've all been Dean Martin at some point in time.
What do you mean?
One of us has been the
I've never been Dean Martin.
JQ's the Sammy as far as the last conversation that happened.
Just because I'm little and Jewy. That's all.
Yeah, because you make the beats too, though.
All right, where's Jax? Where'd Jax go?
Jack's putting babies down, but he said he was putting in the chat like my babies are awake.
All right, well, I've got the mix.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
10:01 and we on the dot. What?
Hold that thought. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go bust a pipe. Speaking of like being transparent.
Yeah, for sure.
You either got or you haven't got class. Outdraws the applaud of the masses when you wear lapels or the jazz. Oh man, you guys gotta watch that.
I'm about to. Man.
It just puts me in a good mood to watch that shit because it's a bunch of white men. So it's like their problems are not like that bad. You know, like they can't have like, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is? Like about it's like, okay, they don't have the same problems that I have. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely not, man. Definitely not.
But it's like puts you in a good mood. You know what I mean?
No, I love that shit. I'm a huge Rat Pack fan and huge Frank fan and everything. So
when Wheezy was talking about that shit at the top of the show, she was like, "Yo, this one felt like one of those jams from like 2000 where like at the end everybody's laughing because they're just having a good time." And I'm like, "Yeah." That's pretty much what it was like back then. we were just laughing, having a good time.
Like having a good time. He says, "I'm gonna go smoke a pipe or whatever." You know, it's interesting because that's the stuff. My dad liked that stuff. He really liked the Rat Pack stuff. He liked Dean Martin a lot, and it's interesting. I've been taking such a deep dive into like Sinatra and Dean Martin, and I wanted to share something with you guys. We're waiting for everyone, like, you know, that you guys would appreciate. I think your audience will appreciate that. You know, I used to be, you know, this session we're doing today, you know, I'm singing a lot in Urdu. You know, I wrote like some of these lyrics in Urdu for, you know, the actual, I don't know if you guys have seen, but for like, you know, the actual track. Yeah. But there was a period in my life, like, I mean, up until recently where I would like, I can sing in Urdu, I can speak it and I'm good at it. But like, I felt that little bit of like, you know, in show business where it's like, you want to just be next level on everything, you know? And like, I felt self-conscious about the fact that no matter how hard I try, when I sing Urdu, there's always that 1% of me that doesn't sound native, you know?
Oh, wow.
Doesn't sound, like there's just that one like thing that's just like, he has an American accent, you know what I mean?
Wow, yeah.
And I used to feel self-conscious about that and be like, oh man, like that's whack, you know? But then when I listen to Dean Martin singing Italian, you know, like, it's like, okay, he's singing Italian. His Italian is beautiful. The pronunciation is beautiful, but you could tell like, he's got a little bit of like that Americana, like vibe, is that Italo-Americano thing, but he made it cool. You see what I mean? Like he made it like, that's like, he made being Italo-Americano
a cool thing.
That's what Sinatra did. And like for me, I'm like, oh, that's the shit. Like
you could do that.
You're from the diaspora, so of course you're not going to sound 100% native.
Yeah, right. So embrace who you are and fully celebrate that, so people can go, oh, that's cool. But if you're feeling insecure about it, they're not going to go, oh, that's cool.
Exactly.
If you belt out with no insecurity, they're going to be like, man, that motherfucker just owns it. I like that shit.
And there's a certain charm to hearing like Dean Martin, like, you know, singing Italian, because you know that in his household he probably grew up, he's probably spoken with his parents, his grandparents. At some point he probably stopped speaking it or whatever. It wasn't the thing, but like he could lapse into it and kind of play that role. And like for me, you know, in COVID you have a lot of time to think about.
Oh really? Oh really? I wasn't aware of that.
So I was kind of like, I'm like, I need to, you know, it's funny, like I wouldn't have, like, it's just funny that Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra have like inspired me to embrace like some of my like, yeah, exactly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, that's fucking dope, dude.
Oh man, inspiration is all around us.
It is always constant. It's great.
Well, we usually finish with a segment with Jax and then listen to the song, but Jax isn't here, so. But I think we should wrap it up.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't want to give him 1 minute? Ain't nothing?
I mean, we gave him 8. So, I mean, I don't know. If he's got a baby he's putting down and his wife's working a night shift, he's not coming back.
Yeah, well, all right. Just let me at least pull up the feeds so we can communicate with.
But everybody out there, stick around for the next minute because this song.
Why don't you play it for us, and you can always play it again,
It's
son.
like that now.
Yeah, no, this is like that now.
Play it once. Play it now. So
all right, so we're gonna play it. This is called. What is it called, Zeshan?
Oh wow. Well, I mean the title. I had a working title. It was Dark Money Flow.
Dark Money Flow is perfect.
I like it. That's
beautiful.
That's
Dark
beautiful.
Money
And I
Flow.
think we should put it in. I think that should be in parentheses, and the Urdu translation should be the name of the song.
Oh really? Oh wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What do the other Rat Pack members think about this?
Well, I mean, how are we gonna spell it on SoundCloud? I just don't know.
You just do it in. You could do it in English, like a ka to. You know what I mean? It won't.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll leave that to somebody
All
else.
right. Well, maybe that's in the that's the parenthetical. I'm
Yeah.
just suggesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dark Money
Either way,
Flow. This
Dark Money
is.
Flow. It's fucking dope. It's dope.
You guys all mute yourselves while we listen, so it doesn't start like dipping and shit. This is Dark Money Flow, the Rat Pack, featuring Zeshan B. Thank you all for coming out and enjoy the song. Nothing? Too many tracks.
Don't this shit make a nigga wanna jump in the back, baby, turn it up. Hold that sack, baby, turn it up. Where you at, baby, turn it up. You know how to act when we burn it up. When they attack, baby, turn it up. Watch your back when they burn it up. Don't hold it back, baby, turn it up. Jump like a jack, baby, burn it up.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you with the fire. I'm gonna kill you with the fire of my love. I'm gonna kill you with the fire of my love that's in my heart tonight. Beware.
ऊपर नीचे आगे पीछे ऊपर नीचे आगे पीछे जहाँ देखो वहाँ कीचे Everybody get up Everybody get up Everybody get up
Let's get 'em, it's time to get 'em. Cobra rap soldier, told you spit venom. Older, not wiser, bolder, get bitten. Hold you to the lies you told, so quick kidding. Usually I'm the type to wait, but tonight I ain't. I'm in a heightened state, and there ain't much left I can tuck in this rhyme. But you mess with the wrong motherfuckers this time.
ऐसे कैसे काले पैसे हाय ऐसे कैसे काले पैसे पी गए दिल वाले जैसे It's always the darkest to go Everybody get up Onto the dark money flow Everybody get up Baby, the darkest to bling Everybody get up Already know the groove to the dark money flow The groove to the dark money flow
Yeah.
Boring diatribes of monumental ratings. We've gotten wise and tightened up our continental ladies. Used to be that money got you all the ladies, but now our ladies got money and we watch all the babies. Get back in shape, get performance ready. Gotta open hearts and minds, but the doors are heavy. Get nerves and butterflies like before a wedding. We're gonna write a fly story, can't ignore the heading.
ऊपर नीचे ऊपर नीचे Everybody get up आगे 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 पीछे Everybody get up ऊपर नीचे आगे पीछे ऐसे कैसे काले पैसे हाय
Jump in the back, baby, turn it up. Hold that sack, baby, burn it up. Where you at, baby, turn it up. You know how to act when we burn it up. When they attack, baby, turn it up. Watch your back when they burn it up. Don't hold it back, baby, turn it up. Jump, jump, jump.
The groove to the
Even when the sun don't shine and them skies are gray, gotta vibe with my tribe, I'ma find a way. When life's laborious and glorious, notorious, ready to die, nigga, not today. Sing a song for the slaves that never got away. If they silent, it means they got a lot to say. Until the kingdom, they live corrupt by throwing middle fingers up, artfully like I wait. If I may say, I've been flowing, zoning, going so hard. Back when Lizzie Lohan wasn't showing no one hood ball. Back when Fishbone was playing boning in the boneyard. I've been fighting the man, oh Lord.
चारों तरफ से घेर गए हैं ये काली बर्फ में और दूर गए। It's always the darkest to go. Everybody get out into the dark mighty glow. Everybody get out the darkest to flame. Everybody get already know the cruise to the dark mighty glow.
What the fuck?
Oh shit!
God damn.
Oh boy!
God damn.
Shit is fire! Holy
God
crap.
damn.
Yo, that song is dope.
Wow, you guys. I love that
God
fucking
damn.
track. I love
That
it.
is, woo.
I've loved
Oh, man.
how all that came together. It's just incredible, man. That's so dope.
Jax needs to leave more often because this.
See what happened when white people finally get the fuck out of the way?
Took away his microphone, you know.
Oh, that is fucking class.
Funny.
Oh my god.
That's dope, man.
Well, hey, I want to thank everybody out there who watched, everyone who hung out. Thanks to Zeshan for joining us, man. That was so fun. I hope we get to do it again sometime.
Yeah.
G, are you looking at the comments? Are you looking at the comments?
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to just say?
I'm just looking at YouTube. So Corey Patterson said half the reason I'm here is learning how the sausage is made. Listening to Zeshan was super useful. Jay Moore 6042, so fun to witness your creative process. Caden Burns, hi everybody. Satire Daily coming through, checking out a group of friends making music together. I love that people are stopping in and being like, what is going on? What are we watching? Satire Daily's moving to Chicagoland next year, Northern Burbs. Well, we out here on this part of the planet, so come our way. And I don't have the Facebook feed.
I have it up. If it's all right, I'll go ahead and shout out some of these.
Sure.
I want to thank Syra Saeed for coming in on this. June Gabriel, that's my girl. June, oh shit, she's in the house. She's a real dope soul sister. Neda and Wafa Alwawi. Wafa, thank you for your comment. Zaghruta, I don't know what that means, but by the emojis, she put like the clap emoji, so I'm guessing that's like applause. Context here. And then Jessica Rogers, thank you so much for tuning in. She gave us a bunch of hearts and
love Jessica.
Love we got from Facebook, YouTube, man.
That's great, you guys.
And with that, we would like to tell you that
it's the Rap Pack. We got sauce. JQ, Jackson Pass. Take hip hop, get experimental. Tuesday nights at 8:30 Central.
Hey Jay,
Zeshan, tell them where they can follow you, where they can find you, where they can buy your music, where they can support you. Hit them up.
Follow me on Instagram at Zeshan, Facebook and Twitter Zeshan B, Spotify at Zeshan B. Please follow me and check out my music. I just put out an album called Melismatic, and I was just on the Colbert Show like 2 months ago. Did the performance of that. Check it out. Find me on YouTube. And thank you so much, the Rap Pack. And make sure you follow the Rap Pack as well.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate
love you, man.
Thanks everybody for coming out.
Love
We
y'all.
Love you so much.
Yeah, we do.
The Rap Pack. We got sauce.